I usually look like shit. Because my whole life was fucking hell and shit because of abusers. I really dislike Trenton Shelton, even though he went through a lot, and I believe he's a good motivational speaker because unfortunately his friend died, and that he was like determined no one should want to kill themselves. But how did that happen? I know for a fact that I wanted to kill myself with my first thoughts. Trenton Shelton, along with so many other motivational speakers, are dead wrong. Dead wrong with saying, well, your life, what you allow in it, what you allow, what you settle for, that's why you have what you have. Can't blame anyone else but you. When you point the finger, people say, how many fingers are pointing right back at you? Can't blame anyone else but yourself. And that's a total lie. I never allowed my husband, or dumber, my ex-boyfriend here for 7 years, to make me go out with them. I never allowed any of the abuse that I got in my life. I never allowed my mom to almost kill me in the year of 2006, where my government check was going, and I had zero, like I had my entire life. I didn't appreciate all of her lies with her best child molesting friend in high places to say that I was a prostitute and get raped all the time. Didn't appreciate my insane lying family. Totally nuts. Did not appreciate I just caught Legion of Demons. I mean, I don't know what else to call someone who is like majorly that way. Evil. All I ever knew was evil. That's all I ever knew. And I would have to say that Pretend a Lot Narcissist is the worst, being best friends. I mean, this piece of shit, I had to lie to get out of the loony bin. Okay, in 1999, that's when I met the fucking Satan. And then he becomes best friends with my parents. Then, living with him in 2020, found out that him and my husband were child molesters. That's so lovely to know. Found out the father of my 2 children was a child molester. Ran away from child molesters, going to Dunes Motel, found out he was a child molester. Because he wanted to child molest Alex, so I should have just let him. Wow. It's so disgusting to say because he got raped. A hell of a lot worse. And he had blocked memory. Okay, so when he was first child molested, forget me. I was child molested to death. No one ever gave a fuck about me. I'm child molested to death. Okay. Thrown up against the wall. So all I did the first years of my life was masturbate all over the house, which is not normal. So I went to see Dr. Pole, because I Dr. Pole raped me also. Along with dead Uncle Jim. Ironic that my husband's name was Jim, child molester rapist. It's my whole life. I mean, I don't make shit up. Nobody ever does anything about what should be done about. I mean, God, I will go to Walmart where the beautiful Spanish people beat up pretend a lot narcissists. I mean, that would be my whole dream. Ew. You know, I mean, everything's taken away from me, but he's like the worst of the worst abusers. Even though he's a total retard, handicapped, gives a fuck. He had control. It doesn't matter that he was a retard. It doesn't matter that he has no idea what he's doing. He knows how to rape. And he knows how to destroy. So he's safe. I mean, my whole life was death. And it's really awful that abusers do not face the consequences with what the hell they do. So, around 6:50 in this video, this is what should be done in my insane, awful society that doesn't do a damn thing about a victim. Okay. Pretend a lot narcissist. Oh, for the 4 months of total torture, me raping my son, day after day, screaming in my face, couldn't make one thing on the stove because I was going to burn everything, the dishes I never ever did right, screamed at in my face, just like with my mom, no different than with late Arthur Hasnot III. No different. Screaming in my face. They scream an inch away from your face. Pretend I'm a narcissist. And he's a warlock, meaning a man witch. His mom was a witch. And did practice. So, and he loves his mom. He loves his mom. Even though his mom abused him to death, he loves his mom. That's how he abused me to death. He's just a real sick person that I would just, God, I'll go to Walmart today where he worked at, and because of the beautiful Spanish people, I would praise forever. Just because he was my worst abuser. I mean, it doesn't matter, you know, that he was completely insane and retarded and didn't know what he was doing. He had the authority that he totally completely abused me. He could, so he did. And he's sick. He knew everything about me. He knew my husband trapped me for 5 whole months, so he trapped me in his place for 1.5 months. I was not allowed to leave his place. I mean, do you know how insane that is? Why I didn't kill myself and pretend a lot narcissist. Building 315 North. Really? Why I didn't kill myself then? Him screaming at me every single day that I raped my son, Alexander, on the diaper changing table. I mean, oh, that's a joke. No, it's not. When you got Satan screaming at you day after day after day after day after day after day that you can't do anything, then I had a emotional breakdown. But it's just, you know, oh, how can a handicapped retard fucking almost destroy someone's life. Almost, you know. He made me want to die. I don't know how long it took. It probably was the first month. I mean, I'm seriously a strong person, but around Satan, screaming at you every day, can't do one thing right. Oh, everything I did wrong, even go to the bathroom was wrong. Oh, of course so, because you raped me up the ass. Raped me so bad. Worst rape. I'm comfortably in my husband's red Caravan. Safe and sound. Safe from him raping me. Now, that little retorted, horrifying candy cat had to come down, bang on his door. Dara! Open up now! All the time. So you raped me. Disgusting scene. There's nothing good at all about pretend a lot narcissists. Nothing at all. Okay, and way too long, but oh my god, my main point. I mean, my whole life is hell because of all of the abusers that I never ever asked for. I mean, it's not like, I mean, you know, you got, okay, on the Cabernet show, not family. What I was just watching, but wasn't. I never had anything, and it's so sad. I never had anything. I never had anything but rapists in my life. That's so sad. And the rapist took care of my kids a lot, treated my kids like gold. My youngest put a candle on top of the wooden banister on the 3rd floor. I mean, that was a little bit worrisome, but why bother? They had meth delivered to the door, $2,000 of it. Horrifying. Horrifying. Grandma. Horrifying grandma. My kids could easily have died. Horrifying. Lie-cast whore. Whatever, I guess I'll put this on. I have every right to hate lie-cast whore. But guess what? It doesn't do any good for me. It doesn't do any good for me to hate. Because it just brings their energy. Brings Satan's energy. Which is pretend a lot narcissist onto me. I mean, there's not one good thing you can say about pretend a lot narcissist, you know. Oh, I'm giving poor purple alien, I got another loan, giving her more than over $200,000. Yeah, that's all I know they ever did. Raped me. Almost destroyed me, made me want to die. That's all I know about him. He made me want to die, raped me, you know. Worst embarrassing rape because it's a handicap, but he's so evil. I might have been the only person they raped, but he could get away with it because I used to be labeled super crazy. So evil. So evil. So evil. And I don't have a phone, but you know what, I don't need one if I'm in contact with the worst abuser I ever met in my life. Pretend a lot narcissist. I do not need a phone. Why would I? So, just want to die? I don't want to die. He makes me want to die. He's like my worst abuser ever. Knowing everything about me. So that's what's really, really, really bad about Satan abusers. Okay? If they know everything about you, then they can really make you want to die. And he happened to be my worst abuser. God's truth.